come down. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Did you have a great week?
Yes.
Awesome, that's awesome. Do you know what I'm holding in my hand?
Frisbee.
And what do you do with a frisbee?
Throw.
And what does a frisbee do?
Spin.
It spins and flies in the air, right? Well, I'll come back to this after I tell you about the story you just heard. It was the story of a man who had some servants and he gave them talents. There were 3 servants, right?
What kind of talent?
What?
Like a bird talent?
Well, a talent in those days was to have money. It was kind of money. That's what he was referring to.
2 of the servants got 2 talents.
2 of the servants, well, 1 of the servants got 5 talents. And what did he do with it?
He got 5 more.
Yes, he went out and he invested it and he got 5 more talents. So he doubled it. So 5 plus 5 is how much?
10.
It's not 55?
No.
Okay, that's 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, the second servant, he got 2 talents and he took those 2 talents and he invested it and he got the same amount back. And so he doubled his talent. But the other slave, the third one,
Buried it.
he only got 1. And what did he do?
Buried it.
He buried it. And did he get any return on that? No. So when he came back to the master, and the master had called all of them and said to them, tell me what you did with your talents. What did the person with 5 talents say? Yes? Go ahead.
He doubled it.
He doubled it. What did the person with 2 talents say? He doubled it. But do you remember what the person with 1 talent said?
Buried it.
He buried it, yes?
Buried it.
He buried it, exactly. And what did the master say to him? He said, you lazy slave. Do you know what lazy means?
Yes.
What does it mean to be lazy? Lay back and do nothing? Yeah?
Just mean to like lay down and take it. Like don't do anything. Just like sit down.
Just sit down and rest? That's not lazy. Huh? Take it easy. How many of you know someone who is lazy? You know someone who's lazy? Who doesn't like to work? You don't like to work. So we have to work on that. Sometimes it depends. All right. Well, he was reprimanded for being lazy and for not trusting the master. He did nothing with his talents. Right? So in that story, do you know who the master is?
No. Jesus.
God. And who do you think the servants are?
Jesus.
Mm-mm.
John.
The servants are you and me. And what he's saying is that God has given us many talents. All of us have talents. How many of you think you have a talent? What's your talent, Hannah?
Being silly.
Being silly. What about dancing? You don't think dancing is your talent? What about Abby? Do you have a talent? You don't think you have a talent? Yeah. Do you care for your little sister? Yeah, that's a talent. Go ahead. Basketball. Can you shoot hoops really well? You're just as good as Steph Curry? No? Okay.
Baseball.
Baseball. Yeah, you're able to hit it out the park eventually. Right? You can hit home runs. Okay.
Video games.
Video games.
Yeah, my thumbs are jacked up.
Your thumbs are jacked up from playing video games? Do you play Super Mario?
Sometimes.
No. All the time. Right? All the time. What is your talent? Come on. What do y'all do for Mr. Ralph? How many?
Sing.
You sing. Don't you think you can sing? What's your talent, Alyssa?
I ride my pony.
Exactly. You are able to ride horses. So all of you have talents. And what do you use your talents?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I told you about a frisbee, right? And would you rather play with a frisbee, or would you rather me give you a frisbee or give you an Xbox? X.
Which kind of Xbox?
Hold on, now you're getting specific.
Frisbee.
Why do you want the Xbox?
So I can sit down.
Right.
I
And
want frisbee
why do you want the frisbee?
so I can be energetic and I can throw it around and we can play catch.
Very good, very good. Well, guess what? Sometimes people look at the frisbee and say, "Oh, this is not a. It's just exactly. It does nothing. It's boring." Have you ever? How many of you think sometimes just throwing the frisbee is boring? You don't think much of it, right? But how much do you think of an Xbox that costs almost $400?
And it doesn't.
And it's boring. Well, huh?
It costs like $200.
It costs like 200. Okay, all right. Fish fry, fried fish is more than $100, right?
What?
So, the same way we look at this frisbee compared to the Xbox, people may think nothing of it. And sometimes you may think nothing of your talent. You may think my talent is not as good as Alex or Will. You may think that your talent is not as good as Abby's. But all of us, our talents are precious. See, when I take this frisbee and I throw it into the air, what does it do? It soars and flies, right?
Can you do it?
I can, but I won't. Right? And so guess what? Don't let anyone make you think that your talent is not a good talent. Take your talent and soar. So if God has given you the talent to sing, sing to the best of your ability. Play those video games to the best of your ability. Ride that pony to the best of your ability and take care of Lauren to the best of your ability. Right? And, sorry, I'm not going to miss you out. Hit that ball to the best of your ability. All right? I want you to take your talents and really use them. Because one day God is going to ask us, how did you use your talents? And what are you going to say to him? I did what?
I use my talent.
I used my talent. And he's going to say to you, well done, good and faithful little girl, good and faithful little boy. I am so proud of you. Do you want that to happen?
Yes.
Do you really want that to happen?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let us pray. Pray after me. Dear God,
Dear God,
help me to use my talents to the best of my ability and to bring you glory. Let me fly like this frisbee. Amen. So I have a talent that I'm going to give each of you, and I want to see if you can double it by the end of the service. Okay? Is this a talent?
Oh, yeah.
Why is it a talent? You're chewing it? That's not a talent.
Wait, eating is a talent.
All right.
Because you can eat it.
One talent. One talent. Your brother, so you want to take it for him? One talent. One talent. Pass it to her.
Double mine.
No.
Double mine.
Talent.
No, you can't double.
I want to see if you can be smart and double your talent. Double it next week. There you go.
Okay.
And you know when you bring the talent, when you double it, you know what the servants did? They gave it back to the master. So you have to give it back to me.
I know.
Huh? Okay, we'll see. All right, have a great day, boys and girls. Thank you.
I just doubled.
You need to triple your talents.
No, I don't.